The life of a podcaster is tough. It's not easy, as some people seem to think. You work hard writing and recording podcasts, and nobody listens. You take up other lines of work to try to make a living, and people don't hire you. So you just spend your days doing the errands of your life. Today, I had to be up by 8:30 in the morning to prepare breakfast for my family. Then I went to buy groceries, then to the post office to return some Amazon purchases. There were dozens of things to do, all while juggling my baby. By 5 o'clock, I had finally made it home to cook dinner. Meanwhile, constantly checking my phone to like and share memes on my podcast's social media account. In the morning, my inbox was full of credit card bills. What was I supposed to do? How was I supposed to pay them? After all, I was already doing my best. I've lived in this town my whole life. I grew up in a trailer, and when I was 10 years old, my parents bought a house. I felt rich, like a sophisticated suburbanite. My own bedroom, my own bathroom, the entire upstairs to myself, and all I thought about was movies and video games. Now I'm 35, and all I think about is money. It's 7 o'clock now, and I would love nothing better than to go spend the evening with my wife and child, having just finished a delicious dinner. But for the last couple of years, I have convinced myself that I need to be a podcaster. I record a show one night a week. After all, I have to produce a show to get any experience in the industry, so I am on my own tonight. Perhaps the best thing of all is that, by an odd series of circumstances, I trapped a man into agreeing to record said podcast with me. A man I've known for literally decades. His name is Will Taylor. At one time, he'd been an intimidating presence to me. In fact, our first interaction was when my middle school girlfriend left me for him, a situation which ended amicably, and Will was incredibly nice and apologetic to me about the whole thing. When I next met Will, it was at a party 6 or 7 years later. We didn't know then of our prior connection, but we hit it off very quickly, discussing the deeper Star Wars expanded universe stories, which were still somewhat thriving at the time. This type of deep discussion of various pop culture that we were obsessed with became a regular occurrence for us, as we would frequently see each other at the same parties and hang out together over the next 15 years. Other people would dip in and out of our conversations, fascinated by our similar passion and thorough knowledge of whatever the subject was. But then, something happened to both of us. We got jobs, we got our own homes, we got married, to other people, mind you, and then we had children. Our interests remained, but our leisure social time dwindled. No longer was every Saturday reserved for a party at an acquaintance's house, or could we have regular movie watch parties due to other obligations and even general burnout. For months at a time, we wouldn't see each other in person, only in passing social media posts or the occasional child's birthday party. I once learned from a mutual friend that he had an evening with Will where they watched a revolting Japanese movie about a sadistic hitman. Obviously, something terrible had happened that night if Will thought Itchy the Killer was a good idea to screen for unprepared normie friends. The whole idea of podcasting made me nervous, but having an excuse to sit down with someone I love having regular conversations with made it sound like a great excuse to visit an old friend that I barely see anymore.
You gotta kick it off with a killer to grab attention. Then you gotta take it up a notch.
The Matrix is everywhere. It is all around us.
Who are you?
I'm Shiva, the god of death.
Cells. Interlinked.
It's like people only do things because they get paid. And that's just really sad.
So I've been chatting with my musically talented friend, AJ.
Oh, you've been talking to AJ?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've been catching up with AJ, who I've known since we were 11,
Damn,
12?
you've known him for a while.
Yeah, I'm like a year or two older than him. But yeah, we were like baby. I showed him his first rated R movie. Like that's how fucking
crazy,
kids we are.
Yeah.
And it's been really cool catching up with him. And he is way overqualified to be doing the thing that I'm commissioning him for, but it's really cool talking to him. And we were talking about movies.
Yeah.
Because of this here show.
Of course.
And I actually recommended today's movie, the subject of today's episode.
It's very good.
And he hadn't seen it, and he checked it out and loved it.
It's a good movie.
Yeah.
It's not to bury the lead here, but like I enjoyed it too, especially after you were like, Will, I'm so sorry. Like I'm making you watch this.
I was a little apprehensive that you were going to be bored with it because even I want to get this out in the open early on. Yeah. I fell asleep the first time I saw it, Yeah. What were you going to say though?
What I was going to say is I didn't realize that the music that you use at the end of the episodes now is the pianos from this movie. Yeah. I was shocked by that, actually.
It was inspired by this movie, but it's like a famous piece from...
Oh, is it slightly different?
It's actually in the public domain. It's
no
such an
shit.
old piece.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's Eric Sarte's Gymnopedie. I hope I'm not butchering that.
It's fine.
Because when I was describing the song to AJ, I was like, I'm going to butcher this. And I said it and he corrected me politely. He didn't make me feel bad about it, but I was like, I knew I was going to get that wrong. But he knew exactly what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Because it's a famous movement.
Sure.
Or piece, I guess. I don't know the terminology. I'm trying to
It's okay. Cool. Hey, look, we don't research anything here.
Well, listen, I was talking about music with a guy who graduated with a master's from Juilliard. And I'm like,
and he's going to Finland now?
No, he already did that.
Oh, he already did that?
He got a...
Oh, my God.
Yeah, he got a second scholarship after he graduated to spend a year studying music in Helsinki.
That's crazy.
And I even asked him about it, and I was like, hey, so I saw this article about you doing this? And he's like, yeah, it was about 10 years ago. But I was like, that's so fucking cool.
It is really cool.
But it was nice, like, talking to him. It was like we were back in high school. It was like nothing had happened.
He's a good guy. Like, he's easy to talk to. I always enjoyed my time around him, as brief as it was.
When did you?
I met him because he was going to Polk State.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he went to Polk State early too, because I think he was
in the high school.
The high school version. Yeah, I think he quit going to my high school early to go there. Is the thing too. Yeah.
So I met him like the second year that he was there. Yeah. He looks just like Sam Witwer. It's crazy. Or he did. He doesn't really look like him anymore.
I can see that. Yeah. See, when I knew him, he had a huge fro.
Yeah, he had shaved his head.
And he like trimmed it down.
Yeah, he shaved his head. And I was like, dude, you look just like Starkiller from fucking Force Unleashed. And he was like, oh, that's really cool.
Wow. Yeah. Cool dude.
He's a cool dude.
Oh, man. He was, well, I don't want to blow up his spot, but I can't wait to see what he does.
Yeah, me too.
He's already done some cool ass shit. Like, you can look him up on YouTube and like,
it's tight. Jared.
Yeah. What's up?
What is the number of this episode?
Oh my God. Unless I've miscounted, I believe this is episode 100. Very possible I've miscounted, by the way.
That's okay.
Not counting the two episodes we've lost also.
Oh, well, yeah. It's fine. But that's like you said that this show is kind of inspired by this movie. And so it's kind of special that we're doing this movie on our centennial.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
I love doing this. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here, Will. It's always a pleasure.
It is.
Yeah, this movie is, man, it's both a podcast in itself and like a great movie to talk about on a podcast.
Sure.
Because there's so much to break down.
Yeah, there's a lot to chew on.
Yeah. And also, like, if you just read through all the pithy? All the pithy reviews on Letterboxd, there's just so many jokes about how, this is the original podcast, blah, 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 blah. Andre's the original Joe Rogan. Blah, blah, blah.
I mean, like, in a way.
But before we get too far into it, like,
sure.
I think what frustrated me was, like, I felt a lot of the Letterboxd users, when I was skimming for my little pull quote in my review section later, didn't like it and didn't get it. And I think this was my third viewing of this film.
Wow. Okay.
And I think it was the second viewing where I started picking up like, the things that I'm noticing aren't just me, like the film, it's intentional.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because like, this movie's a little boring, but
there's small things that make it entertaining.
Yes.
Specifically the waiter, I'm assuming is what you're referencing.
Courtney and I, when we were watching it this most recent time, were saying how we need to write a sequel, or not a sequel, I guess, but like a script where it's this movie from the waiter's point of view. And he just keeps going into the kitchen and being like, these two fucking jack-offs out there.
They won't fucking stop talking. Specifically this guy right here.
The waiter seems so annoyed with Wally. Yeah. And like, I think in the beginning when Wally first gets into, he's just like, the waiter's really like, you wore that to this, really?
Well, let's save it because let's save it.
Yeah. Today's movie is My Dinner with André. Film was released October 11th, 1981. It is available to watch for free on Tubi, Plex, and I don't mean someone's Plex. I mean like on Plex's like channel thing. Shout TV, and if you have a subscription, you can watch it on HBO Max,
which is where I watched it.
Oh yeah, the Criterion channel, Canopy, which is like it's free for people with library cards, and the Roku channel, which has the most annoying fucking ads. I've always been watching a lot of the Great British Bake Off on the
Roku channel, and the ads are like really fucking stupid.
They're so bad, and some of them are AI generated too.
Oh, I have seen some of those, and this is very upsetting. Well, fucking HBO Max has got a couple AI generated ones too.
They have I forgot they have ads on that. I think when I had HBO Max, I had someone's like ad free plan. Ripped to that, unfortunately. Sorry, my computer just decided to update The Sims. I saw that, and I'm actually like, hey, buddy, fuck off.
I saw the screen change.
Now that EA has been bought by Saudi Arabia, I guess they're just
Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia. Thank you, Peggy. It's just getting even shittier. So the film stars André Gregory and Wallace Shawn. I don't know if André Gregory has any pop culture points of references outside of this movie.
I've seen his face before. That's the problem.
Really?
Like when the Wally sat down, I was like, holy shit, isn't this guy, like he did like bits and pieces on TV, if I'm not mistaken?
Let's find out.
He wasn't in MASH, was he?
I was just thinking, I bet you think he looks like Alan Alda.
Maybe.
That's Hawkeye on MASH.
Oh, there's a possibility.
Lovely guy. But that's not him.
He's got very sharp features.
He does.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not really this is his biggest movie by far.
Okay.
He's also in A Master Builder, which is also a Wallace Shawn movie. Something called The Linguini Incident and Vanya 42nd Street. These sound like old art films.
Yeah.
And then there's a documentary about him. André Gregory Before and After Dinner. I think that was the Noah Baumbach documentary that he made interviewing both Wallace Shawn and André in like 2013. You know who Noah Baumbach is? He's Greta Gerwig's ex-husband.
Oh.
He did what's the movie where Scarlett Johansson and
her?
He's directed a bunch of movies. Marriage Story.
Marriage Story.
He directed Marriage Story.
Very good.
Which is maybe autobiographical about his marriage with Greta.
Oh, really?
Maybe. I mean, it's speculated, but like.
No, gotcha.
But Wallace Shawn, you knew.
Yes, I knew him from The Princess Bride.
Princess Bride
Inconceivable.
Exactly. In fact, he even says that in this movie.
He does, I know.
And this was like 7 or 8 years before Princess Bride.
Oh, no shit. Yeah. That's funny.
But yeah, that's everybody's point of reference for him. The inconceivable guy in Princess Bride.
That's actually how I described it to Haley.
Oh, to Haley, yeah. He is also so I think Gen Z's point of reference for him is he's the teacher on Young Sheldon, I think.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure he's on that. Yeah.
I wouldn't know.
Because there was like a picture of him at a protest recently. I think they were like protesting ICE or something, and he was there. Huh. And people were like, yo, the teacher from Young Sheldon is woke. And people were like, fuck yeah.
He's still alive?
And people were like, are you calling Wallace Shawn the teacher from Young Sheldon?
Yeah.
He is still alive.
That's
but
crazy.
Him and André look
rough.
Look their age.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. We're all going to look like that.
Okay. You heard him in the opening of this film, by the way, say he's 36. Yeah. I know.
Two together. I'm going to be 36 in a couple
I know.
weeks.
He's our fucking age in this movie.
That's crazy.
Isn't that sting a little bit?
Does it?
I mean,
I look way better than him.
Exactly. I don't think we look like Wallace Shawn.
We sure as fuck don't, baby. Ooh, indeed. Hey, it is what it is.
It's like when you watch Cheers and you're like, oh, I'm actually the age of like half the cast of Cheers now, and you thought they were all like 40 or 50 something.
Yeah.
So André and Wallace wrote the film together.
Okay.
Wally started it and then brought it to André, and then they fleshed it out. And it was directed by Louis Mau.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm getting that right. He's a French guy. He's a famous, eclectic French auteur director that made many art films and eventually moved to America to work in Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was like right before this film was like mid-70s, late 70s that he moved to America to start making American films, but they're all very weird, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't know that we'll ever cover another one of his movies on the show.
Sure.
But they brought the film to him and because they respected him and were like, would you be interested in making it? And he was like, yeah, this is not like anything I've ever made. And it kind of, upends all kinds of conventions about movie making. So like, I'd be happy to try and figure this out and make it with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
The premise of My Dinner with André is two old friends meet for dinner. As one tells anecdotes detailing his experiences, the other notices their differing worldviews. Now, I said this was a low-budget movie in the intro.
It was very low budget.
$475,000.
$1,000, okay.
Yeah. What do you think it grossed?
I have no fucking clue. I don't even know who the target audience for this thing is. If you're telling me that it was like a French auteur that did it,
that directed it, yeah.
That directed it. This is for fucking weirdos.
It's not really a movie for mass audiences.
No, it's not. How much did it make? 17?
5.2 million.
Oh, there you go, dude.
Right?
That's good. Good for them.
An art film on a small shoestring budget on what I imagine was limited release. I bet you could not see this outside of major cities, in theatrical runs.
That's crazy.
Right? It has a 93% of Rotten Tomatoes.
If you like conversations, I say that it's earned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, because it's so old, the review pool is weird.
Of course.
A lot of them are just people doing like retrospective reviews and stuff on like DVD and Blu-ray and stuff. Some of them I could tell there were some critics on there that were just like, oh, it's an annoying puff piece where these two guys are playing themselves, and just bloviating. And I was like,
okay.
Thanks,
buddy. Yeah. Thanks for the commentary.
So film critic Roger Ebert famously loved the film.
Yeah.
He even chose it as his best film of the year in 1981.
God damn.
Yeah. He went on to like put it in like 4th or 5th place, like in later rankings,
Sure.
But in 1981, he was like championing it hard. And in fact, it almost like fell out of theaters early with like, like dwindling ticket sales.
But then
because him and Siskel and Ebert gave it such good reviews on their show, it actually had it started flourishing.
That's good. That's good for
so
them,
they were
man.
able to bring attention to it.
Yeah.
And in a piece that he wrote in 1999, Roger claimed that My Dinner with André is a film, quote, entirely devoid of cliches, and wrote, I am impressed once more by how wonderfully odd this movie is, how there is nothing else like it. It should be unwatchable, and yet those who love it return time and time again, enchanted.
I would agree. It's pretty good.
Rick Chatnever, reviewing the film for Santa Cruz Sentinel, gave the film a positive review, writing, My Dinner with André elevates the simple activity of conversation to a fine and lively art. It is a film rich in ideas and brimming with very honest humanity. And over on Letterboxd, user Grace Spellman gave the film 4 stars, writing, I think it was a good decision to make them kiss at the end.
Is that what we're doing at the end of this?
I don't know about that.
Oh, okay.
I'm a big hugger. I don't do a lot of kissing.
Okay, that's fine. No big deal. I won't push it.
I have been at parties, though, where one of the buds gets drunk and wants to start kissing everybody. And it's like, okay, dude, you need to chill out.
Calm down, bud.
Yeah.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Oh, yeah. He knows who he is. He doesn't do that anymore, though. But there was a period in his 20s where he would.
I bet.
Yeah. I did a summary of this movie, and I think it's short and sweet.
It should be incredibly short
because
there's no fucking way.
Yeah, I don't want to like regurgitate Andre's.
You can't
diatribe.
You can't.
Well, I mean, I could.
I mean, yeah,
it wouldn't be good content.
No,
but I could do it.
Because like when you ask me, when you do eventually ask me like bits and pieces about this movie,
yeah,
I will say that. I mean, I guess I just do it right now.
Sure, yeah.
I would say that like I did like this movie because I really like conversations. I like having conversations with people. If I didn't, I wouldn't be here, And I love listening to people talk. The problem with this film is André does not shut the fuck up. And it's about the weirdest shit. And it's so like nothing. He's saying basically nothing. right? I mean, like, in a way.
Well, okay, so the first half is him recapping what he's been up to for the last, 7-ish years.
With the theater troupe.
With everything. He's done a lot.
But it was a lot of it was the theater troupe, though, if I'm not mistaken.
At first, and then he leaves that to do other stuff.
Yeah.
Well, here, let's go through it, because I kind of like just list it quickly.
Yeah.
So the film opens with Wally, played by Wallace Shawn. And to be clear to the listener, if you haven't seen it, they are playing, let's say, exaggerated
versions of
characters of themselves. Yeah. But Wally, played by Wallace Shawn, is a working class playwright in New York City who is headed to have dinner with an old friend and theater director, André. Wally is dreading the dinner because André had a midlife crisis several years prior, and as far as Wally heard, he went on a bizarre trip around the world doing odd things. So Wally reflects that while he himself had a rich upbringing, he now finds himself struggling to pay bills and can barely spend any time doing the two things that he loves most, writing plays and spending time with his girlfriend, Debbie. Who has a small cameo as an extra at the restaurant, by the way.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Because he really does have a girlfriend named Debbie. They were together. I think they still are together. But yeah, they're just like a playwriting couple that have just been like together for like 60 years. It's so cool.
Cool.
So Wally meets up with André at the stuffy restaurant, which André appears incredibly comfortable and familiar with, while Wally does not.
Real quick.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I must have missed it because like I listened to the opening monologue. It felt like part of the reason why he was dreading it is because he didn't think that André was particularly interesting or like a good conversationalist. It felt like, real quick, his inner monologue was boosting himself up. I'm very good at talking. I feel like I'll have to ask a lot of questions and shit just to keep the conversation going. I
think he says that like he's worried. What does he say? He says something to the effect of like, I don't have much to say to him, so I'm just going to have to keep asking questions to keep prodding him along. But he's worried about seeing him because he knows he like freaked out and kind of just like went on a tour of the world. And recently one of his friends saw him, in New York City, like leaning against an old building crying. And he asked him what was wrong. And he's like, I just saw a Fellini movie and it just destroyed me. Okay. And he's like, what is going on with this guy? I don't know if I can handle talking to him for an hour, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And he's worried that he's going to talk to him and he's going to be like, it's going to be dull or sad and depressing and weird. And, I'll get into it later too, but like I've got friends like that where we used to be super close and then we haven't kept up. And then I heard some things and I'm like, if I see them again, I'm like, oh fuck, I heard some weird shit about what they've been up to. I don't know if I want to talk for them very long,
Yeah.
And so you kind of see them at a store or something and you just kind of go, whoop, and you go the other way.
Sure. Yeah.
Like maybe you have an old friend that you were like super tight with in high school. And then you find out through a family member that, they've been arrested for credit card fraud and now they're a Jesus freak.
That's very specific.
And then, people are like, hey, do you still see so-and-so? And you're like, nope. And I don't want to. And if you hear anything about them, don't let them know about me.
Don't let them know that I'm here.
But yeah, when he runs into André at the restaurant, though, it's, they greet each other warmly and André's in a great mood. And he's like, swinging his thing around.
He's
like
ready
he runs
to go.
That place. Yeah, he's got this incredible green cardigan on that I love. I would have worn a cardigan if it wasn't fucking, 75 degrees still here. Yeah. But, what
it is what it is.
But yeah, they sit down and go to order. And André, is just like, oh, I'm going to have, I forget what he orders. It's some kind of poultry.
Yeah.
And while he's looking at the menu and he's like,
I can't afford any of this shit.
First he's pointing at stuff being like, can you believe how much this is?
Yeah.
And then he's like, I can't even pronounce some of this shit.
Yeah.
And then he just goes to piggyback off of André's order and he goes, does that have bones in it? And then André just laughs and he goes, it doesn't have bones in it. But I got to say now, before I forget, when the plate comes later, it looks horrid.
Yeah.
It's like, it's got, two sides, but then the main course is like these two little like tiny birds.
Yeah.
And it's like a whole bird, but like it would fit in the palm of your hand.
Yes.
Like both of them. How the fuck are you supposed to eat that? Like, I know I'm not cultured enough to recognize what this meal is, but it looks awful. And I think we are supposed to think that this is a bad meal. And Wally's very uncomfortable and he's like, what the fuck?
I don't necessarily think that we're supposed to think that's a bad meal, but rather it is,
or at least something he's not familiar.
It's out of his league, not out of his league, but like it's out of his price range. It's of a different world.
Yeah, that dinner, it didn't look good, and I think it's supposed to convey that like Wally's like, what the fuck is this shit, man? But small spoiler, at least he doesn't pay for it.
Yeah. Lucky him.
Yeah. But yeah, so Wally just kind of follows Andre's lead here and ordering and, in the restaurant there. But they immediately are very jovial together. Andre dives almost immediately into a long diatribe about what he's been up to for the past few years.
Yeah.
On his trip around the world and back.
Mm-hmm.
So Andre describes leading a large troupe of over 100 actors in an improvisational performance, The Beehive.
The Beehive. Yeah.
Which was pretty wild. Spending time with Polish actors in a forest.
That's right. I do remember the forest bit.
Working on a play in the Saharan desert with a Japanese Buddhist monk.
Mm-hmm.
And then coming back to New York where the Japanese Buddhist monk becomes like kind of his third in his family.
Yeah.
He keeps remarking how he's looking at him like playing with his kids and entertaining his wife. And he's like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah.
And then gives up on that play with the monk and then briefly joins a Scottish commune.
Mm-hmm.
And then lastly, him and a bunch of friends go to this place I've never heard of in Long Island, where they throw like a big long Halloween celebration where many of the members are briefly terrorized one night and buried alive.
I do remember that. Yeah. It's like brought out and there's holes all dug up.
They're stripped naked, chased through the woods, and then buried alive, but with like planks of wood over them so that they're not,
suffocating and shit. Yeah. When does the conspiracy shit is that the last thing?
The second half.
Okay.
Second half of the movie. Yeah. So during his stories, Andre makes frequent references to the Holocaust and Nazis.
Yes.
Okay. I figured you had to, it's hard not to miss that or hard to miss that because it's so frequent.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Wally winces at least the first 3 times.
Yeah.
Because it will cut to him and just being like,
whoa, what the, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah.
And to be clear, they're both Jewish, both men.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know enough to know what's going on there.
Sure.
Maybe it's because Andre is touring Europe and like the specter of Nazi Germany kind of still, and it's the 80s. So it's like,
well, it wouldn't be the 80s because this came out in 81. And if he went on,
so maybe it's like late 70s.
Yeah.
So like, World War II's been over for like 30-ish years, right?
It would be 1974.
Yeah. So 30-ish years.
Yeah.
But I guess the specter of like Nazi Germany is still kind of hanging over Europe, especially for an American Jew who like feels more removed from that maybe.
Yeah, I was going to say actually, when did the Berlin Wall go down?
Oh, the Berlin Wall came down in the 80s, didn't it? Because it was Reagan.
So there you go. Like,
yeah.
There had to be the specter of the war.
But that's the USSR, isn't it?
Sure, but it was
because they fought the Nazis.
No, Germany got cut in 2.
Yeah, but wasn't the USSR running the other half?
Well, yeah, it was. But what I'm saying is that leaves a lasting impact. This is a result of the war.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah. I guess. Well, what I'm hearing, and I know you didn't say this. What I'm hearing is like the Cold War.
No,
is obviously
not what I'm talking about.
They're deep in that. I know. But what you're making me think of is like the Cold War is like very active right now at this time.
Sure.
But yeah, he just makes a lot of references to Nazi soldiers and all kinds of Holocaust stuff, and it's jarring a little bit.
Sure,
but like, I think Andre's that kind of guy that feels like he can make it's not him being flippant.
Yeah,
for him, he's being dead serious, and because he talks about this later in his conversation. He's like, I want to be direct with people, but we don't allow ourselves to do it. You know what I mean? And
so, you dance around subjects and stuff.
Right. And he doesn't like to do that clearly.
Yeah.
And so I think by him making those references, he's not trying to be ironic or funny about it. He's actually being like, no, I literally feel like, I don't remember the guy that he names, but it looked like Hitler's architect. And he's like, I felt like this guy because I was doing this weird thing to people,
Yeah.
Just weird references that I would never be comfortable making.
No.
As a goy, but yeah.
Maybe he has a shield that, he can say that stuff because like he is Jewish.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
He's having a conversation.
Yeah. And I know for, a lot of Jews that the humor of it, is what helps them kind of, get past trauma and stuff. Yeah. I watched a documentary about why Jews are funny. It was like the premise of the documentary. And it was a lot of people were saying that. And it's like, yeah, because we live such traumatic lives that how else are we going to deal with it? It's either you laugh or you cry kind of thing.
Exactly, yeah.
Which I thought was very interesting. Not that that's not my place to say.
Yeah.
Will, why do you think so many Jews are lying?
Dude, we're not Joe Rogan. Don't even start with me with
joking. That. Next week, join us next week when we have Marjorie Taylor Greene on the show. We're going to get into that. So that's the first hour,
yes,
basically, of Andre's story.
I forgot this movie's like 2 hours long.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
No, because like halfway through, I was like, how much longer I got? Oh my God,
yeah.
And then I think the second half is even harder to sit through.
For sure, absolutely.
Because that's where I usually get sleepy. So Wally is explaining that he did all of these things.
André is explaining he did all these things.
Thank you. André is explaining he did all these things.
Yeah.
To explain that he was like kind of stuck in a rut when he was in America directing theater. And he wanted to get out of this rut and feel like a fully immersed person that like is living in the moment.
Yeah.
Because later he makes references to how people are just walking around like comfortable and in a dream state like zombies.
Yeah.
So he kind of finishes and Wally finds a moment to jump in and responds politely, but like you can tell he keeps stopping to laugh and like kind of figure out how he's going to rephrase it to him. But he's just flabbergasted by Andre's experiences. Because he, like most people, he says, could not afford to do these things that Andre's been doing and to spend time the way Andre has. And Wally explains that he finds the world abrasive and he is happy to enjoy simple creature comforts that he has, like old coffee left over from the previous day or the electric blanket that he uses because he lives in a very cold apartment.
And Andre's like, I would never trust an electric blanket.
Yeah, and he's like, you couldn't pay me to have an electric blanket. Yeah. And he's like, you couldn't take mine away from me, Yeah. And Andre asserts that these are things that they're dangerous because they keep you lulled in a zombie-like state of comfort, and they make you unable to truly think and feel, emotions and then see the world for what it is. And Andre and Wally go on about this for a while.
Yes.
But Wally does agree with a lot of Andre's criticisms of modern society, but disagrees with his more spiritual beliefs and mysticism, I think is what you were getting at with the conspiracy theories.
Yes.
And as their conversation dwindles down, Wally notices that the waitstaff are patiently waiting by the door and all of the other customers have left long ago. I think he says hours ago in his narration. So Andre pays for their meal and the two depart. And Wally decides to treat himself to a cab ride home since he didn't have to pay for dinner.
Yeah.
And during the ride, Wally gets deeply nostalgic about the familiar street corners and buildings he passes in the city in the cab ride and arrives home to tell his girlfriend all about his dinner with Andre.
Yeah.
Cue Jim Nopedi.
Yes.
So yeah, how many stars?
I mean, we could jump right to that if you want to.
Yeah, let's get that out of the way.
Okay.
How many stars would you give My Dinner with Andre?
I would actually once again, I enjoy conversation. I enjoy that aspect of the film.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed the little bits of comedy that, I don't know, adds levity, a little bit of like entertainment to the film. I'd give it a 4. I really like this movie a lot. I do need to rewatch it because the shit that, like I said, the shit that Andre says, like this.
I do think it's better on a rewatch.
Yeah.
I think my second viewing was the best viewing I had.
Because it's really hard. Like, I don't remember shit. I'm going to be honest with you, man. I don't remember anything that he said.
It's a lot to take in the first time you see
it is. And when in one ear and out the other. So like, thank you for reminding me of some of the things that he was saying. Cause like I missed some of the fucking Nazi stuff, like it was really towards the end.
I was like counting. I think he hits 12 times.
Damn, that's crazy.
And it's like, Jesus.
I would say the end of the film where he really starts going off the rails and almost like explaining like a they live situation to Wally. And here's the thing too, is like when I was going into the film, I felt like Wally had kind of a high opinion of himself and his conversational skills, and then got dominated in the conversation by Andre up until that point where it finally landed in a field that he felt comfortable with when it came to like science and whatnot. And he's like, we made all of these advances 40 years ago, and you can't just say that like, because it works so well that you're now noticing patterns of this, that, and the other. Like it was fixed. It's done. Like there's evidence for it. If you really want to do some research, like go and look it up. And you can say that conversation has yet to even change because we are living in a day now where you could do the exact same thing.
It was so weird how I feel like I've had this exact argument with people.
Yeah.
Like I've had this argument with my dad about the scientific method kind of stuff.
Right.
You know, and and this movie is almost 10 years older than me.
Yeah.
And it's still relevant.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and yeah, in a different context, maybe they're not talking about the president. They're not talking about culture war.
Sure.
But like,
still,
not much has changed about society as a whole. And they're talking about how the arts are kind of in the gutter now. People don't appreciate them or pay for them. And it's getting harder and harder to do their work. You can say that about almost every industry right now.
Yeah.
People are struggling across the board.
We can't afford to do any of that stuff.
Yeah. And now
have to really watch what they do.
Yeah. And with, you know, a big part of Wally's whole dilemma is like he wants to work, you know, as a screen or playwriter, and his wife or his girlfriend too.
Yeah. But there's no money.
They can't. So they have to, he says it exasperated in the movie. So something that I don't think has aged well is about how much cheaper it was back then, because he's like, oh, just to get by, my girlfriend has to wait tables 3 days a week.
Yeah.
Dude, people work like 50, 60 hours a week now just to fucking pay rent in any city, let alone New York City.
Yeah,
dude.
it's kind of fucking crazy.
It's gotten so much worse since 1981. Yeah, it's brutal. Because like what you could argue the closest thing to being struggling playwrights now are struggling podcasters.
Sure.
Because I want to make the reference that like no one, what's a playwright these days?
Mm-hmm.
Like, are there any struggling playwrights anymore? I mean, good God. They're all rich people, I feel like, at this point. You never hear about playwrights.
Yeah.
You know, they're all either already rich and established or
they're nobodies.
It's somebody like that has a established full-time job that is on the side writing something, you know?
Yeah.
But like that never happens anymore. You know, there's just whole teams of people that work for different places now that probably write all those things. Not that I'm, you know, heavily involved in like Broadway or anything like that.
Right.
But I mean, my God, in any arts field, they've all collapsed, it feels like. You know, movies, TV,
video games.
Video games. We don't even have zines anymore.
Yeah.
You know, like being an author is like
difficult. You better be
authors. That's their like hobby, not their day job.
Like you better be writing some fucking smut or something, or you're not.
Yeah, because nobody can make a living being a writer anymore.
Yeah.
Like even writers are like, yeah, fucking Amazon and everything just destroyed the industry. You can't sell books anymore. Mm-hmm. Like you have to have a full-time job doing be a YouTuber, be a podcaster, do all this, and maybe you write books on the side, you know.
It's hard out there, man.
Yeah. And
it's hard out there.
And the whole, not to say anything about the AI of it all, where it's going to blow up all the industries. Like, yeah, it's going to make it worse for sure.
For sure.
You know,
absolutely. And it's barely being held up like currently, you know, they're doing the infinite money glitch, and it's gonna catch up.
They just keep trading the same bags of money around until the bottom of the economy falls out. Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Womp womp.
Yeah. But anyway, I agree with your 4 stars. I gave it 4 stars on Letterboxd last night.
Nice. Look at that.
I went ahead and did that. In fact, I looked up, shout out to Jason, who I watched this movie the first time with, like 9 years ago, according to his Letterboxd.
Wow.
I couldn't believe that. Yeah, that made me feel like ancient history. But he gave it 3.5 stars when he saw it. And I was like, all right.
And he fell asleep.
And he fell asleep too.
Yeah. So you know it's good.
Yeah. But it was on my second watch, when I watched it with my wife, I remember liking it way more and catching so much more stuff.
Yeah.
Because the first time I watched it, I was just like, I wasn't sure what to expect.
Mm-hmm.
And I, okay, I want to say something.
Yeah.
I don't want to blow up their spot. So I won't name who told me this because I didn't get permission to like repeat this yet. So I'll just say it was a friend of mine that I was talking to about this movie.
Yeah.
And I was warning them. I was like, hey, just heads up. It is kind of boring because like I did fall asleep the first time I watched it, and I feel like I just have to hedge that because like,
sure,
everyone's attention spans are fucking shot now.
Yeah.
And like, I say that admitting that like mine is too, I also fell asleep watching this movie the first time. And that was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't even want to know how bad it is now, like post-COVID.
I mean, it's pretty bad. I'm not going to lie. Like, even though the conversation was engaging, I was like flipping through my phone.
Yeah. That's the thing. I really like, I have to stop myself pulling my phone out.
But it's because of André, dude. It's because he just rambles, baby. Like he's just constant. And like, it's not to say that what he's doing is interesting. It's just, I guess, the way that he talks, like he's got I don't know if they had a script or if they were just like,
oh yeah, they did.
Oh, they did.
They had, it started off super long and then they whittled it down to 180 pages.
Okay.
And then they would speed read it and then like memorized it so well, talking so fast to the point where it comes off as improvisational.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of how it felt.
Yep.
So I was, that's why I asked.
Yeah.
But it was just a lot. It was a lot of information.
It's supposed to be because every time we cut back to Wally reacting, he's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Even though like when you're saying like the waiter's looking at these bozos and shit, but like,
and he walks up to like refill our drinks and he's just kind of like, okay.
What the fuck are you talking about, dude? Yeah.
There's even a point where I think both of them, I forget what happened in the conversation, but both of them are kind of like having a big reaction to something. And the waiter walks up and he's like, is everything okay, gentlemen? And they're like, yeah, everything's fine. And it's like nuances like that you don't really catch the first time, or you don't get, at least I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
And on your second watch, you're like, oh no, this is intentional. Like, Wally is supposed to be like completely flabbergasted by what's happening. Like André is completely throwing him off and just like saying the craziest shit.
Mm-hmm.
We are not supposed to be just taking this like, yeah, okay, this is just what this guy did. That's cool.
Yeah.
No, it's supposed to be like, what the fuck? André, what the fuck are you talking about, man? Because that's why when, after like the first hour, it finally cuts to Wally being like, André, I don't understand what you're saying. This is crazy. Who could live like this kind of shit, And he just kind of calls him out. And it's because like fundamentally, like Wallace Shawn's character is working class and André isn't.
Yeah.
And I think like that resonates with me so hard.
Sure. Yeah.
God, before, I don't know, do I have anything else before I really dive into this? Okay. That resonates with me really hard because I think you know where I'm coming from with this too. Because
of course,
because we both have friends. They're different people, but we both have friends that are, just enjoyed a different quality of life than we did, both growing up and even into adulthood.
Yeah.
That we didn't, privileges that we didn't have. Like I would say we were both privileged, but, not in the same ways as some of our friends.
We were privileged in the sense that we were born into a sex and race that benefits from like institutionalized, not racism, but like you know what I mean. Like
we're white.
We're white guys,
lower middle class Americans. Would you say like
sure?
That's where you would put yourself.
I mean, like kind of.
I know
for me.
Sometimes you worry, right? Like you're just like, where am I at actually?
Yeah.
And like, God, I just read a statistic the other day that was like, a family of 4 has to live on, I think it was 140,000 a year.
Yeah, it was 144,000.
Will.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't make that. We don't make that. Yeah, no way.
I don't know if I'll ever be making.
Yeah, me either. But what I was going to say is we had the benefit of all of our heroes looked like us.
Oh yeah,
a lot of people on TV looked like us.
Yeah,
and so we assumed that we could achieve whatever we were sold the American dream, right?
Yeah.
And the reality, I'm sure, set in when you turned 18 and had to start paying bills and shit. Like, oh, this is fucking difficult. And like, I don't have a safety net. I didn't have a safety net.
Yeah.
I didn't have people that I could rely on. I'm not saying like my mom wouldn't help me out or my dad wouldn't help me out, but like my mom couldn't help me out, and my dad expected me to pay him back.
Yeah.
And so like that'd just be another monthly cost. And it was difficult getting from there to here. And even like growing up, I'm sure I've shared on this show before, but like there were weekends where I didn't know where I was sleeping.
Yeah.
I've slept in a car, over the course of a weekend because my dad didn't have a house, and so like I know what it's like to really fucking struggle. And I know that I'm doing pretty well for myself now, and that's from hard work and a lot of luck. And I know people who didn't have to struggle, and it's their personalities are very different. What they have is very different. And not to say that they're bad people, because they're not, but it is not a breath of fresh air, but like a reminder of the struggle that you've gone through to get to where you're at. Be proud of it too. So does that all make sense?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I follow. Yeah. But let me pull back a little bit.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine. Absolutely. I'm glad you shared that. But before we met today,
yes,
you mentioned to me via text that I think you said this, that you thought that I saw me as Wally and you as André.
In a way, yes, because not that I've lived a crazy life, but because like, okay, the way that I say it is like, I'm not saying that you're a bad conversationalist at all. That's not what I'm
saying. I like how that's your takeaway from this movie too. It was like Wally was like, oh, he's a bad conversationalist.
It was because like he was being dominated in the conversation, and I realize now that it wasn't like the way that I thought this movie was supposed to be framing itself is that like Wally felt like he had to do, had to perform. Yeah. To make this dinner bearable, and it turns out he didn't have to do any of that. He couldn't do any of that. He realized he lives a very more mundane life than this guy. But
like one that he's happy with is the thing, because he's like, if I did all these things André did, I wouldn't be happy, and it would drive me nuts. Right.
Yeah. And I guess maybe the conspiracy theory shit at the end like really threw me off. I guess I don't really know. But all I have to say is that like. When you get me going about like a subject or whatever, I can go on for hours, and that's what André reminded me of. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay. But so when you told me this though, and you were saying like, oh, I bet like you see yourself as Wally to my André, I did not think that at all.
Sure.
If anything, I think that we're both the Wally in this situation. And that's why we were able to have this show.
Because of the we share a similarity with his character.
Right.
I gotcha.
I think we're both working class and like, but we have friends like André.
Sure.
That we talk to. And then sometimes we have to like, just be like, man, you remember that shit? Like what the where were we?
I don't know. Oh, you were saying that me and you are both Wally. And
yeah, I guess if anything,
in a sense of like a tax bracket, yes, or a lived experience,
and lived experience too. Also,
yeah, sure.
Because neither one of us have been that far out of the country. You went to
Japan twice,
and
Ireland once.
That's right. I knew you went to Ireland one time,
but like Ireland was with my aunt took me as a graduation thing, and that was cheap.
Yeah,
and then Japan, like that was a lot of debt. I've had a lot of credit card debt.
Yeah,
I'm out of it now. But
hey, like, you and me both, buddy.
Yeah, but yeah, that was
fuck you, Discover Card. And yeah, like I've never left the States. I don't think flying over Canada counts, but I've been to I spent some time in Alaska with some family. Mm-hmm. I had a family trip to New York City that was really cool, and like I did so much stuff in 3 days.
Yeah.
And then like I've just been around America on like cheap road trips, and that's about it,
Yeah.
But like I've definitely not done anything crazy like André.
No.
And so when you said that, I was kind of like taken aback. Like, damn, Will, I don't see that like that at all.
It's just based on conversation. That's all.
Okay, yeah.
Because for whatever reason, I thought that we were just going to have like a talk.
Oh yeah, we are.
Oh, okay.
What is a podcast if not?
I mean, you know what I mean.
Conversation persevering.
You know what I mean, though. My God. All right, wrap it up, Jared. It's over. It's been a good 100 episodes, buddy.
That was the end. So, this film has reminded me that I worry I am unable to ever truly be close to anyone that had a more privileged life than me. Like basically, like grew up rich or is rich.
Sure.
And I noticed myself making lots of snide comments or observations about like friends and family that have more money than me.
Okay.
And I'm not proud of this, to be clear. I think it comes from like a place of jealousy and envy.
Sure.
And, you and I have both had close friends growing up whose parents had way more money than we ever would. And,
yes,
I wish I didn't have the insecurity or the resentfulness inside me that I believe led to me pushing those friends away. They weren't the same friends, to be clear.
No, I know.
Worded that kind of weird.
No, I know.
But like, I know, one of your friends that grew up like that. And then you've met, some of my friends that are like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not really close with them anymore. And the more I think about it, the more it's like, oh, I think I was an asshole to them. And it was because subconsciously I was jealous.
You didn't give yourself a little bit of grace.
Yeah.
With that. Like, I understand. I get that.
Yeah.
I don't think that I've ever been jealous of those people.
Yeah. I straight up know I have.
No, I get you. Envious maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of like the cool things that they have, wanting to fit in, wanting to be able to participate.
Or to just not have to struggle.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, like, I guess I had struggled my whole life that it's just second nature, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
You know? And so like being I think you know which person I'm talking about, but like I stayed at his house all the time.
Yeah.
He never made me feel bad. You know, he always allowed me to sleep in his bed or sleep on his couch, use some of his spare stuff just so that he had somebody with him that could participate and keep him company. And I loved it. You know, I loved being his friend. And he's got great stories. He's very much like the André to my Wally, sure, in that way. But I was never jealous because like I knew he had his own struggles. Everybody has their own struggles and shit, you know.
That's fair. Yeah.
And like I was wealthy in different types of experiences, you know, like I don't know. It would like when we're commiserating over our current situation and we're just like, yeah, it must be nice. Like it really is just, it is just that. And it starts there and it ends there, you know, like it would be cool to have these things, but I'm happy with my life. It would be cool to not be in debt, but I know I'll get out eventually. It would be cool to, you know, not be very stressed out at the end of the month, but my bills are paid, you know? So yeah, as far as jealousy goes, like I love who I am. I love my life. I wouldn't change anything about it. And I know that it's a good one, regardless of circumstance. It could be way worse.
Yeah.
I could be, you know, someone overseas, you know,
or someone being rounded up to be sent overseas.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah. So like, you know, you got to be grateful for what you have to a degree. And I never felt like being not lesser than, but you know, like growing up lesser than those types of people. I never felt like I pushed those people away. I loved them in spite of it, I guess.
Yeah.
So there you go.
I wish I could be like you in that respect.
Really?
Man.
Really? You really think that like you grew up with a chip on your shoulder?
And I think I still got it because I'll catch myself looking at like, and this is why social media is a fucking cancer, but
yeah,
like I have friends that are kind of doing the thing that I wish I could afford to do and have jobs that I don't think are real jobs. And I've studied their LinkedIn and I don't understand what they actually do for work.
Yeah, man.
And I'm like, this isn't a real thing. How are you making so much money?
Yeah.
See, this is what I'm talking about. I'm getting resentful about it right now.
No, I hear you. Trust me, dude, I hear you. But like, you don't know how they're living. Like,
yeah, no, I know truly because that's the thing. I was extremely close with that person at one point, and they were not happy down inside.
Dude, look at Elon Musk, man. Like you
can have all the money in the world, and you're still the most miserable fucking piece of shit on earth. You know, like it doesn't bring you happiness. It doesn't fix, you know, how broken you are as a person.
Community brings you happiness. We are social creatures.
Truly,
that is why I love meeting up with you and talking to you.
Yeah. But man, it makes me fucking mad because it's like so many of my problems could be fixed by money. Yeah. And then the people with the money can't fix their problems.
Yeah. Some people have it all
because those are problems that can't be fixed by money. It's like, you just need to be a better fucking person.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm already a good fucking person. And I just would like to have a bit more of a safety net kind of thing. You know what I mean?
No, I hear you. Dude, trust me. I get it, dude. I understand.
Yeah, I know. It's just one of those things that like I have to make peace with. And I would like to be not shitty about it, you know, and not get jealous when I see those people's Instagram. Maybe I should just unfollow them, to be honest. Maybe it's easier to just not see it than to like be reminded by it.
My boss who listens to the show.
Yeah.
Destroyed his Instagram and created a new one that is just about...
I've done that several times.
No, just about his hobbies.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Just about cycling.
Yeah.
That's all he cares about. And because before that it was politics and...
Oh, God.
All this other shit, you know. It was causing him grief. It was causing him problems.
Understandable,
you know? So, yeah, if you've got to do a purge, then do it, dude. Just for your mental health, man.
Yeah. Nuking my Facebook was like definitely a good step. And I really do think I would benefit by nuking Instagram too, but then I wouldn't have, you know, any good way to share photos with everyone.
Yeah.
Like friends and family, because like emailing it isn't the same.
Right.
Emailing people things is very strange.
It is because
it's more of a direct.
Yeah.
you know, and I guess I'm not, because my mom does that.
Mm-hmm.
And I always thought it's weird. Maybe it's just because I'm not used to doing it that way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like it's more.
It is very difficult to, because like these apps have created a way for you to share photos very quickly to people that matter to you.
Yeah.
And it's become easy.
Yes.
But then there's the other side of it. If you just posted the photos that you wanted to post and then never went into the For You page or whatever.
Yeah, right.
Then maybe
my life would be better.
Yeah,
for
probably.
sure. Yeah. If I could delete the For You page, I would. Like it took me so long to finally open it. And when it did, I felt like I just opened Pandora's box. Like I knew it at the time when I first started like clicking it and being like, don't go into this. I remember like my brain being like, don't trigger it. Like, don't do this. And then when I finally gave in, I just goodbye to free time. It's just fucking gone. And I come out of it like not better for it. You know, when I come out of that stupor of having done a real binge, I feel like
you feel like you've lost time. And yeah, dude, trust me, I know.
Have you seen Batman Forever? Riddler makes the box on the TV that sucks your brain dry. Yeah. I feel like that's been happening to me.
I understand. I feel you. You know,
this is the second half of my dinner with André, by the way.
Oh yeah, for sure. 100%. I mean, like I for a couple of weeks, I replaced real binging with reading manga on the internet.
Oh shit.
And I was really enjoying myself, but then I have run into a situation where I don't know what to choose now. And it's, I've fallen off.
You hit like a analysis paralysis?
Yeah, in a way. Yeah. I was like, I don't know what to read next. Like what is going to be entertaining and shit. Like I have things that I could read. I just haven't gone out of my way to do it, you know? And I'm right back to where I started.
Because it's easier to just open it up and go to For You.
It is. And also, like, I came off of a really hard work project and I have had zero desire to...
And you were, like, kind of in, like, a burnout state because of it, too, right?
I was. Yeah. And, like, I know I'm going to start working again. I have stuff that I can do. It's just, you know, I've sold a few things and, like, justifying not working for a week because what I sold basically is how much I would make in a week anyway. So...
Are you selling...
I don't make a lot of money.
Are you selling...
models?
Like, model kits?
Yeah.
How is that? Are you selling to people you know or like on eBay and stuff?
Normally it's people that I know.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Because I used to sell stuff on eBay on the side. I've been doing that for like since I was 18, actually 16. It's never been worse.
Oh, really?
It's abysmal.
Yeah.
Nobody's buying anything.
That's crazy.
And it's twofold. It's because of tariffs, number one.
Sure.
And number two, it's because shipping.
It's crazy. Yeah. Shipping has
gone,
is actually
and it's because it's all because of Trump. I know it is. Like I don't doubt that. I know he's been fucking with USPS and he's been fucking with tariffs. I can't fucking sell anything on eBay anymore. And apparently this is a widespread problem. And even my mom, who goes to these like maker markets, right, where people set like little vendors will set up a booth. And some of them are like, oh, we are really just drop shippers for like Temu bullshit. Or some of them are like, I have a 3D printer and I make all the same crap that everybody else at these things makes.
Yeah. Dude, you want to know what's even worse than that, dog? Well, I went to Barnes & Noble yesterday after me and my wife. Oh, no.
The new one that we just got?
No.
Oh.
The one that's in the outside mall in Lakeland.
Oh, okay.
Me and Haley went on a little date.
Yeah.
And,
are you thinking of Books A Million?
Books A Million. I'm so sorry.
Okay, because we just got a Barnes & Noble.
We
finally.
did. Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
After it's been gone for years.
I know. I used to go there all the time. Books A Million. And they had boxed up 3D printed fucking not Godzilla toys in there. And it's just like...
They sell some janky ass dumb bullshit in there. Yeah.
Fuck, dude. Like 3D printing is... I mean, I've always had a negative opinion on 3D printing. Like, yeah, it's pretty good for like props and shit. But like these fucking dragons and shit is just disgusting. You know, it's.
Please tell me.
Yeah.
If you know, I can sit here and Google it. Is that filament wire that they use for 3D printers? Is it oil based? Is it plastic? You know,
it's plastic.
It's all plastic. So
not all of it. Not all of it's plastic. Not all. You can get different types of filament.
But like, so I don't know. Majority is it probably?
Sure, yeah.
It's all just like you know, petroleum based.
Yeah, and then it's going to destroy the fucking oceans and shit.
God, like, fucking damn it!
Yeah, I know.
Fuck.
Okay.
But yeah, I would like to cure that part of myself that gets, resentful and envious about, people that are just more privileged than me, you know, and I hate that part of me, and I'm going to try working on that.
Sure.
But I like have been thinking a lot about it, and it's such a reflexive thing in me that I will say something, and inevitably I say it in front of the people sometimes too. And then I'll be like, you know, leaving a social situation, and I'll just be like, oh, fuck, I shouldn't have, oh, God damn it. I hope I didn't hurt their feelings or something, you know, and it just, I beat myself up about it. And it might be one of those things where like I'm putting myself under a microscope and they didn't even notice kind of thing. I don't know. But yeah, it's just one of those things. And I've always had that. And I think, yeah, it's something I don't want my daughter to inherit. You know, I don't want her to feel like that.
I was built for struggling. So it is what it is.
I appreciate that about you. I think
you appreciate that about me because I'm fucking real as shit about it.
Yeah. And I really do think I have difficulty being friends with people that aren't, like, at least if not working class, at least, no. I guess they all are working class and they're aware of it and proud of it kind of thing. And not overly so, but just to the point where they're realistic about it, like you were saying.
Yeah. You just got to watch what you say. Kids are sponges, dude.
And I have to be, oh, you mean in front of my daughter?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. But I feel like I have that problem just in front of people. Like I will say something and then as I'm leaving the party, I'll be like, oh, fuck, I should have said that, you know, like, God damn it. Like in the moment, I didn't think anything of it. And then after the fact, I'm like overanalyzing it and be like, oh, fuck, that was fucking weird. I do have a question for you, Will.
Okay, tell me.
Will, have you ever had a meeting with an old friend that was not unlike the events of this film? And were you the Wally or the André in that event?
Kind of.
Yeah.
Trying to think of what it was like.
I think, because it wasn't to give you some time to think about it too. I think this is a relatable event where you meet up with an old friend and they've been up to some stuff that you don't understand.
Yeah,
you know?
actually, I do. Do you want the details?
If you want to share it, yeah.
So it wasn't 7 years. There wasn't a 7-year gap. It was more like 2 or 3.
Yeah. COVID did that for a lot of people too, where you didn't see anybody from like 2020 to 2022 or something. You know? Yeah.
A friend of mine who kind of panic moved to the Pacific Northwest came back.
I have a few friends that did that too.
Yeah. Came back after a couple of years and was like, hey man, I'm not too sure what you're up to over the weekend, but if you want some company, I'm in town and I'd love to hang out with you. And so I was like, hey, I was going to go up to the comic book store in Kissimmee. We used to do that all the time. If you want to come with, come with. And so we drive up there and I'm just like, hey man, so what's good? What's new? You know? And he told me about like, God, just so much stuff, like basically going through a quarter life crisis, realizing things about themselves, like they have commitment issues and they really like aggressive women.
Like made some discoveries about themselves that they didn't know prior.
And kind of like explored his sexuality, I guess, in a certain way. And
as one does. Yeah, especially in their late 20s and stuff. Yeah, for sure.
And so like, but that was the end of the conversation. That was when we were on our way back from Kissimmee. And it almost felt, Jared, like he was propositioning me in a way.
Yeah.
Because like when he said what he said, he just kept looking at me and was like, cool, man.
Yeah.
That's tight, you know?
Yeah.
That's great. Not for me, you know?
Yeah.
It was very weird. And then, he left and went back to the Pacific Northwest, and I hadn't seen him until after COVID, actually. Ezra was like a year and a half or something along those lines. And his whole life had changed. He had a steady girlfriend. They like kind of traveled they traveled around a little bit. They settled in a new state. I met the girlfriend. He seemed to have finally figured out his commitment issues, and his demeanor was very different, like very, very different, almost like Ned Flanders. It was very weird.
Maybe he was going through something then when you saw him at that one time too.
I think so.
Yeah.
And like my life had changed too,
oh yeah.
I had a kid and I bought a house.
Yeah.
And it was
and you became Ned Flanders.
And then I became Ned Flanders. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So not really.
Are you the Homer to his Ned?
No.
You don't think so?
I don't strangle my kid.
Okay, well,
I'm also not bald. I'm like a little bit tubby, but not too crazy.
You do work at a nuclear reactor, though.
That is true. Yeah, I do drive down to Fort Lauderdale every fucking day and work at a nuclear reactor. So that's very true.
Is that where the nearest?
No, that's where one that I know of in Florida. That's the only one that I know in Florida.
Yeah.
You want to know how I know that? It's because my dad told me it was there, and I was like, "Oh, if it blows up, I'm dead." Straight up, dude.
That's not close enough, is it?
No, I meant like while I was in Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, when you were there.
Yeah, when I was
see.
there. A big difference.
So did you find yourself, and I'm going somewhere with this.
Sure.
To be clear, I'm setting something up.
Sure.
Did you find yourself getting bored or sleepy at all during the events of the film?
Bored, yes.
Bored, yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Like your mind wanders.
Yeah, absolutely. Because it was a weird movie, dude. Like the shit that Andre's talking about is like something I can't relate to.
To be clear, I think
that was intentional.
It's almost intentional, if not understandable at minimum. Yeah. Because the whole movie is just two guys sitting at a table having a conversation. Mm-hmm. And so you are left to kind of imagine everything André is describing.
Yeah.
And, the mind will wander.
Yeah.
And it's a 2-hour movie. It's not like it's 70 minutes of a conversation.
Yeah.
It's quite long. And that is why I recommend multiple viewings too.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think the movie allows you to like explore things because of that, because of it being so like kind of bare bones and long and like single shot, where it's such long takes.
Mm-hmm.
And that kind of, that helps you kind of let your mind wander too. I was describing this movie to a friend and, gave them the warning that like, hey, it's a little boring, and you might fall asleep because I did the first time I watched it. And they told me something that I thought was so profound.
Sure.
And I don't know. I'm going to have to paraphrase it. Mm-hmm. I wish I could have had them on to like get a voicemail from them or something that like kind of was like paraphrasing what they said. But they were referencing something that they had read that said that when you sit down with a piece of media that operates on different principles like that,
mm-hmm.
Where it's not so many beats per minute, or it's not as exciting as what you're used to dealing with, like you're not watching a major blockbuster, or you're not reading a book that has lots of events and characters happening and it's very plot heavy. If you're dealing with something that's happening at like a different pace, if you notice yourself like getting drowsy or falling asleep, it's because that is your mind adjusting to it. And that's its reaction to doing so.
Gotcha.
So like, it's not a mark on you.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a mark on the, the art or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just, that's what your mind does when you're trying to acclimate to something that operates differently.
Yeah.
And the same can be said of like, I think we all know like relatives that will fall asleep at like a very loud and fast paced movie. And it's because they can't follow it. There's too much happening.
It's my dad.
Yeah. And we've seen it happen. The lady in the Ant-Man movie, that's like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
Understandably so. What the fuck was happening?
I don't know.
I could not tell you.
Social stance.
But when he said that, I was like, that's really profound. I really like that. Like that. And like, it made me really respect that. And also it was like, I did have a much better appreciation for it the second time I saw it too, because like I was already on its wavelength. Like I knew what to expect and I was able to grasp what was being said and what was happening in the movie even more than the first time.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I think that makes sense to me. That tracks, And also I told him that like, and also like, I worry that I've given myself ADHD, since the pandemic, because I just feel like anytime I have a spare second to myself, I whip out my phone and just start scrolling, or I have to have a podcast going in my ear at all times.
Yeah.
If I'm doing anything that I don't need to be listening to immediately or listening out for my daughter kind of thing,
No, yeah.
And I've noticed that like, I don't give myself quiet, slow time anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And I do think that's killing my brain and my attention span. And so sitting down to watch a movie like this, I think kind of helps you reset a little bit too,
Yeah, that also all makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't give it the reverence it deserves.
Well, you didn't fall asleep.
I didn't. This is very true.
Yeah.
But I did whip out my phone.
I mean, how dare you? But I'd do it too.
I know.
It was 2 hours. That's a big ask. You give yourself some grace, Will.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that.
I'm a little late to getting to this, but I want to give a shout out to a fan of the show, John, who we've talked about prior.
Canada John?
Canada John.
Hey, let's go. I love Canada John.
I don't want to use his last name because I
not at all.
didn't want to even ask, but he did write in last month.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he wrote in to tell us about unfortunately it's a sad subject, the passing of legendary poster artist and illustrator Drew Struzan. Do you recognize his name, Will?
Drew? No, I do not.
Google him on your phone. Drew Struzan. I'll spell his last name for you. Struan.
Oh, the guy who did the Star Wars stuff. Yes.
You know
I
his
knew
posters.
Yes, you absolutely do. Yes.
Drew made so many iconic movie posters, everything from Star Wars to Back to the Future, the Muppet movies, you name it. He did all of the Star Wars movies, like until the Disney ones. Actually, he may have done some of those, to be honest with you, but he did like the originals and the episode 1 through 3 posters. But he has a very iconic
style, realism.
Yeah, like and Indiana Jones too. He did all of those posters.
They're great. I love his
They're
stuff.
so fucking good, and they're kind of like when people lament how boring and shitty movie posters are now. Like you would never say that about any of his posters.
No,
like why aren't people just mimicking his style now? It's
orange blue slot, baby. Orange blue. Fucking Photoshop bullshit. That's exactly what it is, man.
Yeah. But anyway, there is he did pass away recently, but John pointed me to a documentary that is available for free on YouTube to watch about Drew. It was produced by Kino Lorber, who is a very cool
Kino.
Yes, they're a very cool but like boutique movie label.
Okay.
And the movie is called Drew, the Man Behind the Poster.
Okay.
I'll put a link to the YouTube video in the description of this episode.
That's tight.
So thank you to John for calling our attention to
I love
Drew.
This guy. I love him.
Yeah.
He's great.
John or Drew?
John.
Yeah. John's also great.
But also Drew.
I don't know if John's ever done any iconic movie posters, but John,
I don't give a
we
fuck
love you
if
for
he has.
listening.
Yeah,
buddy.
exactly. That's why I like him.
Irregardless. I don't have a lot of trivia about this movie, but I can fire off the cuff a bunch of stuff that I know about it.
Sure.
It was
Fire
filmed,
away, dude.
It was filmed in the basement of a abandoned hotel in Virginia.
Okay, that's tight.
That they made up to look like the restaurant. It was based on an actual restaurant in New York City.
Okay.
And then the hotel that it was filmed in has since been like refurbished and turned into like a new and modern hotel. Also, it was incredibly cold while they were filming in that basement.
Oh, is that why they had all the jackets on?
Yeah. They're trying to dress warmly, but they were all still fucking freezing.
Really?
And had heated like electric blankets between takes.
André could not use an electric blanket though.
André would never.
He would never.
Yeah. He was probably like, none for me. Thank you.
I would rather suffer.
I'm staying alive.
It's destroying my frequency.
To be clear though, or to be fair, I really understand where Andre's coming from by saying he likes being cold because it reminds him of things like I'd rather be close to my partner, to feel warmth. I'd rather like have to put on a jacket to remind myself that like this feels better than not,
Sure.
This is why I hate heat. I hate Florida. I hate being hot.
Yeah.
I want to be warm. I want to be warm and cozy all the time.
Yeah.
I don't want to be
sweltering
hot and having to like peel clothes off and having to shower twice a day to feel clean.
Dude, I mean, you see my fit all the time. It's the fucking shorts and a tank top in a goddamn winter. So like, I get it.
Well, winter here, it's 75 degrees outside. For fuck's sake.
Yeah.
It's been cold 2 days this month.
And those 2 days were so nice.
They were really nice, but like, I would like to be able to wear a jacket again. Cause like, I always think, I can actually wear a jacket today. And no, by the time, it's 10 a.m., it's already fucking 78 degrees. Yep. And it's like, well, throw that jacket in the car because you're not going to need it the rest of the day.
That's for damn sure.
What other trivia do I know about this movie? I don't know. The trivia page was honestly
sparse,
pretty dull.
Yeah,
that was the most.
It's a movie about a conversation. Like, how much fucking trivia could you even do?
Wally based it on a real life event that happened between him and André, where Wally came away from a conversation with him where he was just like,
"Yeah, what the fuck?
I don't understand what you have been doing with your life, and I think it's odd." But he like wrote a dramatized version of it,
of course.
And like him and André had talked about writing like a play together.
Yeah.
And so Wally brings him this and he's like, I hope you're not offended, but like I based this on our conversation. And, and obviously I dramatized it. What do you think? And he's like, I love it.
Yeah.
I think it wouldn't make a good play. I think it should be a movie.
Yeah.
And he was like, okay. And so they fleshed it out and I think they wrote like 1,000 pages. And
that's really cool, man.
They whittled it down to 180.
Yeah.
It made it a real script. Got Louis Mal involved. Took off from there.
That's sick.
Yeah,
it's almost kind of like Superbad in a way. Those two friends that
it was the Superbad of its time.
Yeah, there you go. It sure was. It was
so
really,
fuck me, right?
Yeah. You good? I was just trying to reference the last episode.
I was referencing Superbad. Yeah.
Okay.
Because Seth says
that's
that.
Right.
Yeah,
that's true. You're right.
Also, hey, I didn't bring this up in the Superbad episode. Is "Fuck My Life" from Superbad?
I don't know.
It's the first time I ever heard it.
Maybe I remember. No, yeah, it has to be because I remember.
It may have been the first time it entered pop culture.
Yeah, Nathan said "fuck my life" to me. I think
in high school.
When we were in college, he was like talking about.
That was post this movie. Though.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, it was about like. He's like, I don't like dealing with the "fuck my life" girls or whatever. And it's like, what the fuck does that mean, Nathan? What the fuck does that mean, dude? And then I kept seeing it after, like a ton after that.
I feel like "Fuck My Life" was really big in like 08, 09, and 10. And Superbad was 07. So like, I think it was on like the cutting edge of "Fuck My Life." It arguably could have started there.
It could have.
Yeah. Look that. I'm
wild.
Would you put My Dinner with André on the Debaser label?
Yes. Yes, I would.
I would too.
Straight up.
The criterion is really hard to beat, but I would do it.
Yeah.
And I would include the My Dinner with André arcade game as referenced in The Simpsons. It's not real. But I would make it. I would make a little.
Hold on, was it real in The Simpsons?
No. Okay, yes, it was a gag in The Simpsons.
You're fucking kidding me. Yeah, that's tight.
Martin, the smart little nerdy kid. They're at an arcade and it cuts to him playing like he's like, I'm playing the My Dinner with André game, and he's like sitting at a table and they're like it's André and Wally like trading like philosophical barbs at each other at a table.
That's amazing.
I know, it's such a good joke.
What the fuck?
Also, I've never seen Waiting for Guffman, but I've always wanted to. It's a Christopher Guest, like, like mockumentary. Like he makes those movies that like they're filmed like documentaries, but they're comedies.
Oh yeah.
Like Spinal Tap and stuff.
Yeah.
And apparently like a gag in it is like the main characters have these My Dinner with André action figures that they like playing with.
That's awesome.
So I would definitely want to include that in the package.
Yeah.
You get like You're
little
just
tiny looking for little like pop culture gags like riffs on this fucking movie.
I love that too because it's the movie is so antithetical to that.
Of course.
So the fact that like
it exists
is what's funny about it.
That would sell that fucking shit, right?
Oh,
that is exactly what would make that shit sell.
Worst things have had skins in Fortnite.
Yeah, this is very true. A Fortnite collab, like a code in it that gets you fucking either Wally Shaw or André.
Listener, I am nodding strongly.
My God, dude.
Just like One Battle After Another's Fortnite tie-in that I forgot to bring up on the episode.
Oh, thank God you didn't. I would have rolled my fucking eyes into an oblivion, dude.
You would have if you played it too. It was pretty bad.
I bet.
It was made by like a creator that like didn't even do that great of a job. And God bless PTA, he defended it. He was like, no, I always intended for that to be there. And like, I even worked on it with them and stuff. And I'm just like, did you, buddy?
Okay, dude, whatever.
Maybe he gave a pass at like.
It would have been cool if they did the Licorice Pizza tie-in too.
Oh my God.
You can get like a 25-year-old woman to hit on the minors in the game.
Was she 25?
She was.
She doesn't look it.
She was.
Was Hoffman's kid
15, 16?
He's actually that young in the movie though?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
I mean
like 15, 16 or 17.
He's not actually that young, is he?
He's in high school in the movie.
No, I mean in real life though.
I don't fucking know. I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
You think I give a shit? I don't give a shit. I don't care.
Damn. Real strong.
Yeah, I know. Because I don't want to make a guess and then have Alex write in. You guys really need to fucking look your shit up, dude.
I don't know if Alex watched Licorice Pizza. I don't know if that's an Alex movie, honestly.
I don't fucking know.
Will, do you have anything to say about 100 episodes of Debaser, buddy?
It's been great. I do, even though, life gets busy and sometimes it's hard to schedule a time to meet up and talk about films. I do love talking about movies. We don't get any monetary value out of this, but we do get to take a break from everything and talk about movies, man. And I like talking about movies with you. I like talking about movies in general, but like with you, it's more fun because you know so much. you went to school for it, so you know like fancy words. I don't know.
I mean, I took one class at community college.
Hey man, that's one more than me, baby. And also like, you know, you do the research for this, which I absolutely love because like you just spit facts to me that I get to carry on and then I get to use them in my conversations and I get to be Austin from Friendship.
I have seen this in real life at parties and it's so funny.
Oh, is it really? when
like you bring up a movie to somebody at a party and I get to watch from across the room, you just start repeating things from our episodes to them and I'm just like, this is what it's all about, baby.
This is what it's all about, baby. So like it's always been great. And like you've suggested films that I definitely would not have gone out of my way to fucking watch, this one included.
Yeah.
And I almost always come out the other end really enjoying it and
more often than not.
Yeah. Like I mean, even sometimes when there's like a movie I don't care for, it's like there's one movie that I have not cared for, and it was the original Suspiria. You can fight me for that one.
I don't have to. Somebody else will.
Already did that. That's true. I don't like it. I don't know what to tell you.
I still think Alex is like sharpening a knife about it right now.
Whatever, dude. I don't fucking care. Like you can't make me like something I don't like. But like it's great. It's a good time, and we can talk about just about fucking anything, dude. Like we've done Come and See, and we've done Pacific Rim. So like,
oh my god, yeah.
Fuck me, I guess. You know.
Do you remember? This was a few months ago now, but I sent you a picture out of the blue. I was driving down the road and got behind a Jeep that had the words "Come and See."
That's right. Yeah.
Just without any other context on the back window, and I took a picture of it and sent it to you. And I was like, Will. Is this a reference to the movie? Do you think they like this movie? And you're like, there's no fucking way they like that movie enough to put it on the back of their car. It must be something else.
Ain't no way, dude.
Like, if I could have, I would have pulled up next to them at like a red light and been like,
hey,
are you like a fan of that movie? Because like, that's really bizarre to put that on the back windshield.
They would have pulled a gun on you.
Probably. It is Florida. Yeah, 100%.
So.
Yeah. That's why I try not to just talk to people on the road. It's
don't do it. You're inviting evil into your life. Jared, what how about you, man? Same question. What do you think about doing 100 fucking episodes with this clown?
This clown? With this clown.
Yeah, with this clown. It's me. I'm the clown.
Oh man, it's been great. It's a labor of love because, like you said, we don't make any money from it yet. But
don't worry, pitch incoming.
Fingers crossed. Yeah, but yeah, man, I've been wanting to start a podcast for years before we did this, and just couldn't find the right angle and the right co-host. And like I had somebody lined up, but then he moved away.
Yeah.
God bless him, man. We should have him on eventually one day. But yeah, and I finally decided to like, you know what? I think Will would be.
I remember when you asked me too.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
I was so nervous.
I was like, I can't remember where it was too. And be like, hey man, I've been wanting to do a podcast about film and shit. And like Jason was my first choice, but he doesn't live here anymore. And like, would you be interested in doing that shit? And I'm like, oh, absolutely. I love talking about movies. And then I think, what was it? I had done a couple of Warhammer podcasts.
Right.
Previously.
You had more experience than me.
Yeah. So you were like asking me questions and shit. And I'm like, fucking, I don't know shit, dude. I don't they tell me when to show up, and then I speak into a microphone, and then I walk away, And it was cool, man. It was, I felt privileged for you to have asked me that you like even thought that I would be either entertaining or informative enough to have a conversation about movies. And like, I know that we talk about movies at parties and shit, but like, I don't know. There's a big difference between that and like recording my voice for other people to listen to.
I agree. And, in the beginning, I didn't think there was. And now I'm realizing the gulf that is there. And it's like, oh, it's a whole different ballpark. But honestly, I prefer it. And now I find the conversations at parties more shallow. And I just kind of like, I'll keep it brief as possible and not like let myself get carried away anymore.
Do you actually feel like we talk less outside of hanging out? Yeah, because like that's how we bond. We bond over movies and shit.
The way we react to each other outside of here is so fucking funny.
Is it really? Tell me about it.
It's like when you run into your dad at like a family meeting, you're like, oh, hey, what's up? And you're like, yeah, this fucking guy over here that I see all the time.
It's true. I mean, like it is true to an extent. I mean, at our Halloween party and shit, like you talked to Jeremy for like what, an hour?
Oh yeah, it was great. And I've realized like, I guess I haven't really like sat and talked to Jeremy in a minute.
Yeah.
And like, Yeah, I talked to, well, he wasn't the one I talked to the most of that party, but like I did talk to him for quite a bit. And then you started like razzing us about it.
Yeah, because
I want to be like, listen, I don't get to see Jeremy that often. You know, he doesn't come over to my house every week like you do.
Well, he doesn't come over to my house every week either, but it's like every other week.
Yeah, okay. So you see him quite a bit too. He's your best friend.
Yeah, he is my best friend. And it's in what you call it, recording. So, but anyway, what I was gonna say is yeah, I like fucking with you, dude. Because like, what else am I gonna do? Join in and talk about fucking movies? We already talk about fucking movies. It's Burning Pod. We can't do that shit.
I know, yeah.
And even then, like, I have to have something to talk to you when I come over. So that's what I save all my video game shit for. So like, we just don't talk outside of this. We just like,
I do say,
man, what's up?
We talk on Instagram a lot.
Yes.
More than true. Like there's like 3 people I talk to a lot on Instagram and you're like maybe number 1.
Hey, let's go.
Yeah. And it's really weird because like I try not to spend a lot of time on Instagram, but you were like, you message me all the time on there.
Yeah, because I see some funny things, you know, Kojima liking feet or whatever, and I have to send it to you.
That is also how you communicate, by sending reels. Yeah.
That's true. I do.
I try to do that thing where like I will try to move conversations to text sometimes because like I will see it more because I have my Instagram notifications turned off, and B, like I won't be tempted to start fucking scrolling my For You page.
Oh, that's
or whatever.
My bad. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I don't blame you for it at all. It's my own impulse, fault.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this show has like completely changed our relationship because like I thought we were already pretty close. Like we were close enough that I felt comfortable asking you.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, now we're just like, yeah, like I said, like it's like running into like your brother or your dad at like a family gathering, and you're like, I see that bastard all the time. I don't even talk to him much. We just kind of give the courtesy hug. We're like, hey man, how you?
Well, it's not just that too, because you're absolutely right. Like there have been instances where you've needed help or I've needed help, and we can just call on each other because we know that like we got each other's back and shit. And so,
well, I'm so fucking happy to do shit like that too.
Yeah,
and like people that know me in real life listening to this pod, please know. Like, if you need something, like, I'm your dude. Like,
if you
I
need
love
a
doing
tree
that stuff.
removed, Jared will do that shit for you.
I kind of get off being doing that stuff. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I was sending pictures of my wife. I'm like, look at me in this flannel holding this chainsaw. I'm like, look at this guy. I'm covered in sawdust. What do you think of that now?
That's funny. That's good shit.
I was so happy to do that.
That was good.
When I got my chainsaw, I was like, I'm pretty cool.
I still want one.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you, Will. It feels pretty good.
It'll change your life, yeah. It'll chainsaw your life.
And we don't even have like the frustrating gas ones that our dads used to deal with. We got the battery ones that are just like no fuss, man. Nope. They're so easy.
Yeah, it's good shit.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I wouldn't have done this with anybody else though. To be clear. Like, yeah, Jason was my first choice. It was because he lived here. It wasn't like a big ask to be like, hey, can you like walk 6 feet over and like sit down at a mic with me? You know? We were already having those conversations all day at like, the dinner table and stuff. But yeah, I'm so glad I asked you. And like doing this show, I guess in a way it has been life-changing in a way that like it's become my hobby.
Yeah.
And like, but it's good. Like I like it. Mm-hmm. And like, yeah, sometimes it's stressful. There are weeks where I'm like stressing last minute to get stuff together for it.
Yeah.
But like in the end, I'm glad I did it. And then when I publish it, like it feels good, and like
you feel accomplished.
Yeah.
It's the small serotonin that you get from hitting a goal.
Yeah.
It's the thing that, MMOs do to make you continue playing with the fucking, you leveled up.
Exactly. Yeah.
Sort of thing.
But yeah, and I had been meaning to do it for so long. And the fact that I finally just fucking pulled the trigger and did it, like it was great. And I'm glad. And it's opened up like more avenues for me. Yeah. Nothing crazy. Like I'm not actually pulling in like real work yet, but like I'm going on other people's podcasts, which is fun. Mm-hmm. I'm helping a friend, with their podcast, which is great. Cause like, I think I'm really good. I think I'm better I feel weird saying this, but I think I'm better at editing than I am at hosting. And I really like how good I am at editing. Mm-hmm. And so when I saw a friend of mine asking if, someone wouldn't mind helping them edit, I was like, fucking
me,
sign me up, dog. And so like I was happy to do that, and I want to turn that into
some sort of lucrative gain,
a career, because like I'm so done working corporate, like
soulless 9 to 5s and shit.
I've been thinking about this a lot, especially post COVID, but also because my character in Cyberpunk You can pick a backstory for your character.
Fighting against the corpos.
Yeah, well, you can pick a backstory for your character. And the one that I chose was like, I'm a former corpo. Like I worked for this huge organization and then got laid off randomly one day because of like a weird series of events.
Right.
And like your character, like it becomes so much a part of their character. And like you can bring that up in conversation being like, oh yeah, I used to work for this company. Like, so I know all about what you're talking about or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck, that is me. That is why I picked that, because I gave so much of my life to like a big corporation, and then they just fucking threw me out in the street.
Like trash. Yep.
And now I'm like trying to piece my career back together, and I don't think it's ever going to be
what it was,
what it could have been or was.
Yeah, man.
And so now I'm like, I just need to give myself a skill and just something that I enjoy doing, number one.
Yeah.
You know, like something I actually like enjoy doing. And I'm hoping that editing is what that becomes. Now, is that all going to fall apart with like podcasting being a bust? Maybe. We'll see. I don't know.
Yeah.
It seems like things aren't great out there.
It doesn't seem like things are great out there for like anything.
Oh,
though.
for anything. Like, truly. Yeah.
All of these fucking big companies are trying to figure out how to use AI.
Industry that is like lucrative, that isn't falling apart right now, is technology.
Yep.
And for very possibly fraudulent reasons.
They've already you've spent so much money on this, like you need to get something out of it, you know? Like we have to make AI work. We
just got to keep giving it all the money in the world. Yeah,
exactly.
Every industry is relying on it now. Even healthcare. You can't even, study healthcare and expect to have a lucrative job your entire life. You know, stable employment even your entire life.
Crazy, man.
Because hospitals are closing and laying people off, and healthcare industries are collapsing. It's fucking nuts. Anyway, I don't mean to. That's a tangent. I don't mean to go on. But yeah, no. Doing the show's been great. It's a labor of love. You know, it takes time out of my day. You know, and money out of my pocket, unfortunately, to put out there, but not too much. And I enjoy doing it. So like, yeah, here's to 100 more.
Hell yeah, dude.
Stay tuned next year. We will be launching a Discord and a Patreon.
Maybe, yeah.
I'm not fully committed to Patreon, the service.
Sure, yeah.
I'm looking into other things, but I do feel I might put this up as a poll somewhere. Because I do feel like people know what Patreon is.
Yeah.
And so like that's the default, because you're not asking people to like make an account somewhere else.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like there are other options, but I'm like, are those going to be harder asks for people? You know what I mean?
We could do OnlyFans and then I can sell a few pictures.
I legitimately will. Because like OnlyFans was created to be like an alternative to Patreon. And it just happened to become like the
thing.
Sex worker, thing of choice.
Yeah.
But like I legitimately was like, we should make an OnlyFans so that we can like
say that we have an
be
OnlyFans.
really cute and be like, join the Debaser OnlyFans. Not that we're gonna like, put up
show
like
whole
nudity or we're not showing whole. We're just putting out like our special feed or something, but no, I was like, people wouldn't want that showing up on their credit card.
No, but it is very funny.
Because then you'd have to explain to your partner, like, listen,
oh, no, it's not, actually not. Yeah.
It's not that. It's a podcast, and it's not even a sexy podcast. Well, maybe it is if you're into our voices, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not an explicit podcast. We'll have deets about that in January.
Yeah.
That'll be for 2026.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's the end. Do you have anything else before we go out?
No, man. I enjoyed the movie. Thanks for the recommendation.
Oh yeah.
I can't wait to discuss Avatar 3. I'm seeing it.
I was thinking that'd be our next movie.
Yeah,
because it comes out
I know
like
it is.
2 weeks.
It comes out the day after I turn 36. I'm seeing it with my dad that morning, so I will be able to talk about it the following Monday.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, folks, tell a friend about the show, please. That's how we get people listening, word of mouth. If you have any questions or comments, please email us at debaserpod@gmail.com. Thank you for listening to Debaser. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to us on your podcast app and follow us on social media by searching for @DebaserPod. My wonderful co-host is Will. Will, where can people find you, and do you have anything to plug?
Pocket_infinity on Instagram, and Will switch -engage on Blue Sky. I got nothing to plug. This is the slowest part of my work year.
Oh, that's good though.
Yeah, it is good. I'm
Give you
finally
a
taking
break.
a fucking break. Yeah. I'm playing through Clair Obscur. I'm trying to finish it now.
Yeah.
Because
you didn't finish it the first time?
Bitch, no, hell no.
Oh, okay.
I have to be in a mood to play that game.
Wow.
Because like
Isn't it turn-based?
No, you have to be. It is turn-based, but you have to be interactive. Like
Okay.
when the opponent's going, you have to be paying attention, or you just die.
Yeah.
So like, and it's based on a rhythm and shit, and I'm not that great at pairing. So like,
Yeah.
it's a whole thing, you know. But I've been really motivated to finish it. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing.
Yeah.
Nothing outside of that.
All right. Plug in Clair Obscur.
Again, play it. It's good. It's gonna win Game of the Year.
Well, for my co-host Will, I'm Jared. Good night and good luck, everybody.
Good night.
All of the other occupants of my house had gone to bed hours ago. We marked the time on the recorder, said our goodbyes, and Will headed off to his house. I treated myself to a walk before bed. I took a stroll down the sidewalks of my town. There wasn't a road, wasn't an intersection that wasn't connected to some memory in my mind. There I was, attending the high school where I met my wife. There, the building I frequented every Monday night to attend Cub Scout and Boy Scout meetings. When I finally got home, Courtney awoke to check on me, and I told her everything about my podcast with Will. Debaser, a film podcast, is hosted and produced by Will Taylor and Jared Rusk. The show is mixed and edited by Jared Rusk. The theme song is also by Jared Rusk. The cover art is by Dog Bites Back on Instagram. Special thanks to Haley and Courtney for their love and understanding. Check out debaserpod.com for links to all of our episodes and to find us on social media like Blue Sky, Instagram, and YouTube. Thank you for listening, and take care of each other.